Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Dora and this is my 8th update to Pan Those Eyeshadows. I tend to be working on 6 shades in here, one of them from my focus palette, but all of that is going to change in today's update. Let's get into it. Here are the 6 that I have been working on since the last update, and 4 of them are going to be rolling out today. Let's start with the top one. This is shade number 3 from the Essence Welcome to Miami palette. At my last update, I was at 15 uses and today I'm at 18 total uses. So after another 3 uses, I have got pan. So this palette is moving out of this project. I've really enjoyed working on it. I got it exactly a year ago. Maybe it will come in again at some point. We shall see. This shade here is called Affair and it comes from the Revolution New Neutral Romance palette. At my last update, I was at 10 uses and today I'm at 13 uses. And I've also got pan in the shade Affair. Here it is. And actually, I did a look with the Essence and Affair together. Essence all over my lid, Affair on the outer corner. I hit pan in the same look in both of these shades. That has never happened to me before. I've seen like people on Instagram talk about it, but yeah, first time that happened to me, it felt really amazing. Like definitely gave me like such a joyful boost in that day. And then I was like, I'm ready to hit another pan. So then I put all of my effort into working on this shade here called Universal, which comes from my Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette. This was rolled in at my last update. And after 8 uses, I've also hit pan. Yeah. This shade did have some prior use on it. This was in my Pan Those Eyeshadows last year for a usage goal of 15 uses. So you could say, yeah, a total of 23 uses in order for me to hit pan in this shade. But yeah, 8 within this project, within this year. Super happy. It doesn't happen very often to me that I roll a new shade in and hit pan on it immediately. It has happened a few times before, but it's a bit special. So yeah, very happy. Let's move on to the next one. This shade here is called Ductile. It's a pressed glitter and it's from my Revolution New Neutral Passion palette. At my last update, I was at 2 uses and today I'm at 6 uses. And here's what this shade is looking like today. A little bit of a dip, but not quite there yet. Ordinarily, I really like a pressed glitter. With this one though, there's fallout. And because it's so dark, it just doesn't look that nice. Like, I don't mind if there's gold bits of glitter on my face. I don't think, you know, that looks out of place. But with that, it just, only if you like look really closely can you tell that it's purple glitter. It just looks more like crumbly mascara or, I don't know, inner city dirt or whatever. So I'm not really that keen on it, and maybe that's why, you know, I'm only at 6 uses today after it's been in here for 2 months already. But I'm gonna keep going. Maybe I can hit that pan next time. This next shade here is called Haze and it comes from the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I'm wearing this today all over my lid. And then on the outer corner, I've got my level 2 palette, a shade from there. This was also rolled in my last update. And I'm at 5 total uses today. Part of me like really wanted to keep going and try and hit pan in these 2 shades here before filming, but I've decided to film early because I'm going away. Actually, by the time you're watching this, I would have already been away and come back. But with those 3 out already, I kind of wanted to know what shades are coming into this project so that I could potentially take those palettes with me. Let's move on to the last shade here. This is called Sci-Fi and it comes from the Revolution Regeneration Astrological palette. My focus palette, my former focus palette. I mean, now I'm looking at this swatch, I'm like, damn. It looks so pretty, but I just don't like it on the lids. And this whole entire palette, here it is. I have not been feeling this, and I've not been feeling this for 2 years now. So thanks to everyone who's helped me in the comments. Yeah, at the end of my last video, I was really like, oh, what shall I do? Declutter, hold on to it, franken, and whatnot. I think almost unanimously, everyone said, get rid of it. Here's the lid, by the way. And yeah, I have put sticky tape over that in order to hold it together. I already took a couple of shades out. No, which ones? Light and Exoplanet. Tried to do some kind of frankening thing. It didn't work out. As soon as I was done with it, I immediately chucked it. And yeah, and then I was thinking, should I maybe like use some of these shimmers to put in body lotion? And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I thought, that way it's going in the water, because I, you know, taking a shower, washing it off. Whereas if I put it into landfill, maybe it won't go in the water then. But I'm definitely going to proper makeup recycle this and not just put it in the trash. Yeah. So here's the story. And I think no more focus palette for me. This is something that I have learned. I've learned about myself that I'm not into warm colors. Even though, like, whenever I've taken a test in the past, like even back in the day in a magazine, you know, what kind of, I think I was always like an autumn type. So this looks like a pretty autumnal color story to me, but I still don't like how they wear on me. I prefer cool toned looks. And just to prove it, and I know I've like said this in another video already, but this, for example, super old palette, older than this one, is my current side Pan That palette. I've had it longer, but because these shades are cool toned, I actually still love them. So, you know, learned something about myself and my preferences, about time. And I think that will help me when I next shop for palettes. One of you suggested, and I loved that idea so much, and I think it was Chloe, aka Palettes and Pans, and she suggested, why don't you hand select your 6th shade instead? And I love that idea, and I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I have prepped my Pretty Random app. I've got some palettes in front of me and others I'm sitting in front of, so let's see what I get. Yeah, if it's any of the ones I've got out already, we can look at them one by one, if that makes sense. 396. Ooh, could this be a new palette? That would be amazing. Okay. Barry M Bees palette. Barry M Wildlife Bees palette. I was really, okay, new palette, haven't swatched it yet. It's not that new, but like, I've never used it. I was thinking and considering of like selling it, passing it on to someone. Now, if I use this now, it's this one here, and the shade is called Honey. If I use this now, I can't really do that. Look at it, it's another warm tone palette. I bought this before I had all this knowledge. Yeah, okay. I'm not touching this in case there's someone who might want this and I can pass this on to someone. And I think it's nicer to do that when it isn't swatched yet. But it's a cute palette, love the idea, you know. Part of the 20% of the net profits go to the People's Trust for Endangered Species. That's a good thing. Yeah, all right. Let's just do another one. Okay. 345. Why did I have a feeling that by putting this palette on my desk, I just randomly grabbed like a couple of piles, and look what it is, this one. Yeah. I don't love this palette. I think, anyway, Urban Decay Prince, and the shade is called Endorphinmachine. Oh, what is it? Could be a gold. Yeah, it's this one here. Yeah. Okay. I can try that. I've already got pan in Chocodelica here and The Artist. These were in my Duty Pan My Battleship project last year over on Instagram. I didn't tally my uses for that. I would guess about 25 uses, so could be a bit of a slow burner, but okay. And while the packaging kind of looks nice, this is not practical because I tend to stack my palettes rather than keeping them like that. But yeah, anyway, I think, you know, I'll make it work. Ooh, sweaty Betty. Next shade. 355. I do have a rule, no more than one shade per palette. But it's not Urban Decay, but it's a palette and shade I've already worked on. And I already hit pan on. XX Revolution Bare Luxe, and the shade is called Earth. I rolled this in update 5 and I hit pan on it in update 6. So this was a shade that I actually managed to hit pan on within 1 month. Nice and easy to work with. Do I have this palette out already? No. Let's earmark that one for my 6th shade choice. Yeah, all right, cool, okay. Oh, this is too exciting, okay. 158, can you see that? Okay, cool. My biggest palette, definitely not taking that on a trip with me. Revolution Forever Limitless New Drain, and the shade is called Swim. Okay, we'll look at that. Yeah. I know I already hit pan in a pink shimmer in that same palette earlier this year in this series project called Talent. And it took me quite a few randomizations to find a shade that actually didn't clash with my pan that palette. Last shade. 93. All right, again, another palette that's already been in here. It's the Revolution Chilled palette and the shade is called Cool. I think it's a green shade. It's a pretty much monochromatic / neutral color story. But Cool makes me think it's something kind of teal leaning. We'll take a look. Okay, I've grabbed these remaining palettes. This one is the one I'm gonna hand select from. Let's look at this one first. The shade was called Swim. All right, I saw this immediately. It's this one here, a kind of foxy matte. I think that could be kind of good. It's a very soft formula with a great payoff, I would say. Okay, yeah, all right, fine. Here's the Revolution Chilled palette and the shade is called Cool. I did not expect that. It's a brown matte. No. No, I'm not doing that. Should I re-roll from this palette? Yeah, go on. All right. Shade number 12. It's Cool again. Okay. Final chance. 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Another pressed glitter. Dark pressed glitter that's gonna look dodgy on my cheeks as fallout. No, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. Back to the whole collection. 362 comes from this palette. Okay, this is all right, interesting. And the shade is Golden. All right, ooh, nice. Okay, that is this one here. Fine, we'll take that one. And then I'm gonna rethink the whole thing. What? Why is this so warm? I am going to bring in a pink. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And why don't I bring in a pink from this one? I Heart Revolution Pineapple palette. And the shade I'm gonna bring in is Syrup, sort of pink shimmer. I think, yeah, I think that's what I need in order to feel more joy in this color story. Oh my goodness, wow. I love this so much. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's roll over these two. And now I'm happy again. I don't know if you can see, like the hinges have started cracking a little bit. And like consider that I've done one palette bingo on this. I'll link the video here if you wanted to check it out. And I've worked on these 2 shades. I mean, I vetoed that one out after a month, I think, in this series, in this project. Hot Mess, I might have had, I don't know, maybe 50 uses on it, tops. Maybe because the mirror's so heavy. If I lie it down flat, there's some kind of pressure on here. I'm not very impressed with the Huda Beauty packaging. I've also got a, not here, it's in my bathroom. Anyway, I've got a concealer by them, the 4 filter one. And it's just got a cracked lid. For something that is kind of, you know, considered high-end-ish. Yes. I think, yeah, that's a bit lame. But anyway, like the shades, don't want to diss them, you know, lovely, whatever. But, yeah. And here is my new color story compared to the old one. Definitely this feels very summery, which is amazing because, you know, heat wave is upon us again. Yeah, I can really see like combinations between each and every one of them. I mean, the top 3, not, but I think once I take one of them and team it with one of these others or 2 of these others. Oh, maybe I should just try to like go a bit ham on the pressed glitter. I don't have a glitter glue? Glitter glue? That's what we had in the 90s. What's it called? I'm not going to buy one, but yeah, maybe I can make it work. I'll have so much fun playing with these. Absolutely, this one saved it for me. So thank you again, Chloe, for making that suggestion because, yeah, genius. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Mwah.